All I want to do is talk, okay?
No, you stay away from her.
The reason why I got so angry about you shopping Kane and them was because you ruined something that was already underway.
Do you think I give a stuff about some criminal plan?
A raid, Tanya, a proper bust. I'm working for the cops. I'm an informer. I'm working for Robin Gardner. You set up the meeting, remember?
You told her to get stuffed.
And I meant it at the time. I'm no Judas. I don't turn on my own.
So what changed?
Kane, he started flipping out, thinking he was some mob boss or something. And when I heard that, he shopped Smiley for the shooting in the hospital.
Oh, the one that could have killed me or my workmates.
That was wrong. It was none of our business. And that's not the worst thing he's done. As long as there's a buck in it, he doesn't give a stuff about justice anymore.
Like he ever did.
He needs to be stopped. I know that. That's why I went back to Gardner. Why I haven't been able to pull away from the gang like you wanted. We're setting up for a big sting, one that will put Kane away for years.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to. But I couldn't risk you telling someone else, letting it slip, defending me.
Not that it matters anymore.
It does. I meant what I said.
Don't. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not making excuses, okay? Kane's onto me. He's been watching you. And then you pull that stunt with the whiskey.
Oh, so it's my fault you shoved me. Is that what you came to say?
No, Tanya.
Get out.
I came here because I needed your help. And if any of this mess is going to be worth anything, you have to put our stuff aside for 1 minute and hear me out. Can you do that?
I need more sleep. I just can't take pills.
Why? Are you experiencing side effects?
The opposite. I take them, I go out like a light, I sleep right through.
So...
I can't afford to be sedated. I have to be able to wake up if I need to. I'm being threatened.
What?
By an ex-con, Leo Dukes. I put him away a year or so back, and now he's out talking revenge. Turned up an ED a few weeks ago, Sarah might have said. Anyway, Kip tried to warn him off, but it didn't work, and now I'm getting text messages saying that he's watching me.
Have you told the police?
There's nothing they can do. He's not IDing himself. He hasn't actually broken the law.
Are you still staying at Kip's?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I can look after myself.
You're on your own, Tracy. What if he breaks
I
in?
can't think like that. The moment I start running and hiding, he's won.
Do you at least have a panic button, a plan?
First, I need to be alert to all noises, so no drugs.
I understand. It's no wonder you're not sleeping.
Yeah, that's my problem. I can't keep running on empty like this, so what do?
Well, the best way to solve a sleep disorder is to treat the cause.
Counselling.
Sleep therapy. Even hypnotherapy could help. I can refer you to people to talk to if you like.
Inviting someone to mess with my mind, I'd have to think about that.
Well, the reward could be a lifetime of natural and healthy sleep. Make sure you think about that, too.
I asked you to be straight with me. Tell me what was going on.
Yes, but you wanted a happy story. And when I gave you one, you went away smiling.
Because I believed you.
Oh, come on, Libby. Kingy was all over Ivy Central's renovations. What do you think that was about?
Using his gang connections to get the job done on time. That's what you told me.
Yeah, and did you ask me any questions? No. You just buried your head in that bucket of sand you carry around in your designer handbag because you didn't want to know.
Well, I do now. What do the whitetails have to do with your bar?
What do you think?
You're putting their drug money through your books, making it all look legit. You are helping them profit from drug dealing.
Libby, don't look so shocked. You know that's their thing, and you see how dead the bar is. How else could I possibly have generated that kind of turnover?
So the books you showed me, they're all fake. The sales, the receipts.
Only the money's real. Oh, and the perks. The ones you've been enjoying as much as me.
I never would have taken it if I'd known it was gang money.
Really?
Never.
Okay, then we can give it all back. The car, the clothes, the jewellery. You can forget about the wedding and write off that house you've fallen in love with.
Oh.
This will have to go too. But if it makes you happy, then I will do it. Because that's all this has been about, Libby. I've only ever wanted to make you happy.
Of course I've heard of the DCs. They're as disgusting as the Whitetails.
The cops busted their lab a while back. Kane wants to capitalise. Fill the gap in the pea market. Take over all the DC's territory.
What's that got to do with me?
I told you, I'm helping them put together this thing that will see Kane go down for years. This is part of it. For him to churn out enough stuff, he needs a heap of chemicals. He's going to have to steal them.
From?
Your hospital pharmacy.
No way, I'm not listening to this.
I need your help. I need the door code.
From me? You can't be serious.
Kane already has a swipe card.
What?
Someone lost it this morning. They won't even know it's gone, but it's useless without a code.
How could you think I would ever do something like that? Even if I still trusted you, or believed in you, or cared about you, I'd still tell you to get stuff.
Robin Gardner's all over this. She knows I'm here.
Where is she then?
She's staying invisible, so Kane doesn't get sus.
Oh, you are such a liar.
I've never lied to you.
Tanya, I love you. Tanya, I'd never hurt you.
I lost it. I've admitted that. You almost blew my cover.
Oh, well, I deserved it then.
This break-in will happen tonight after hours. The cops will let it flow. No one will get hurt. The arrests will happen later. But I need that code.
No.
Kane is already cool on me after the whiskey bus. If I give him the pharmacy code, it will put me right back on side. You said you wanted to put him on...
Not as much as I want you out of my life. I don't trust you. And I will never let you use me again. Just please leave now.
Then she asked me if I knew anything about voodoo. Turns out she's a bit sick of her traveling companion.
What's this?
A new friend I made up with the backpackers.
Funnily enough, voodoo is a current passion of mine. I was in Haiti a matter of weeks ago.
As a culture tourist?
As a researcher, I was privileged enough to be invited to observe some traditional voodoo medicine.
That doesn't happen often.
Once in a lifetime for me. It was thrilling. Naturally, I found the use of paralytic toxins and anesthesia particularly interesting.
I've read about that. The witch doctors use poison tree frogs, don't they?
And pufferfish, marine toads. The effect is to temporarily zombify the patients. It works marvelously well.
I doubt you get to try anything like it here.
Sad but true. Western medicine has a very narrow focus. You must find that frustrating yourself.
No, not at all. I'm here to learn.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I get frustrated. Drug-induced anesthesia can be life-threatening to some patients. But if I even suggest using another method, hypnosis, for example, the outcry can be deafening.
Do you practice hypnosis?
I'm fully qualified.
I never knew that.
Do you want to have your tea? If I sit down, I might not be able to get back up again.
Rough day.
4-hour surgery this afternoon. Burns victim. We still don't know if he'll make it.
That's rough.
His story's worse. This guy's a long-term pee addict, and this morning, he just went right off. He assaulted his 2 wee kids, tried to kill his girlfriend, and then he set fire to himself in his house. If the neighbour hadn't heard the screams and come running.
That's awful.
And they call meth a party drug. Give me a break. Those dealers know the misery they're unleashing. They just only care about the cash.
Well, the problem's never going to go away. You know, drug crime is big business.
Yeah, and you've been rubbing up against it a bit too closely lately. That guy probably bought his pee from the Whitetails.
He might not have. Other gangs are into it too.
What? You're still defending him?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm pleased Kingy's out of your life. I couldn't even look at him right now after seeing those poor wee kids. Innocent victims.
Yes, Tracy?
Sorry, but I heard what you were saying before about being a qualified hypnotist. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Well, of course. But if you're really interested, there's a training conference coming up.
I don't want to learn. I want to know whether it can help cure sleep disorders.
Yes, indeed. Is this for you?
Yeah, I've been having a bit of trouble getting to sleep recently, and when I do, I wake up. I never feel rested.
How long has this been going on?
Since I left the police.
Have you tried other treatments? Counselling, for instance?
The force took care of that. I'm all talked out.
What about medication?
I find they make me feel hungover. It's worse than being sleep deprived.
I must admit they wouldn't be my first choice. I heard recently that one of the more common brands of sleeping pills, Zolapam,
I'm taking that.
it's been blamed for several incidences of sleep driving. People wake up behind the wheel, kilometres from home, with no idea how they got there.
I've been sleepwalking as it is without the pills. It's driving me nuts.
I'd be more than pleased to help you. It's perfectly simple. I put you into a trance state, then reprogram your sleep patterns. It won't take more than half an hour.
And how do I know what else you'll reprogram? You might have me dancing on the table.
You asked me for my professional help. Whether you take it or not is up to you. Good day, Tracy.
Now, unfortunately, Timothy's chest infection is more serious than I first thought.
How serious?
He has a form of pneumonia called pneumocystis carinii. It's something that children usually become immune to by the age of 2.
So why does Tim have it now?
Well, I'm not sure at this stage.
Well, can you fix it? What does he need?
Well, first I need to find out the cause, so that means more tests.
But he'll be all right, won't he? I mean, the DMD means his lungs have never been good, but he's always pulled through. He can beat pneumonia.
Well, that's the plan. Now, I'll get these bloods done as quickly as possible, and if you don't mind, I'd like to test you too, in case the infection has been passed from you to him.
If I'm immune, that's hardly likely, but sure, go ahead.
Okay, and I'd also like to do immunology and serology tests, but I'll need your permission for that.
Anything, just help him.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, no worries. What's up?
It's gonna sound a bit weird, but I've been having trouble sleeping recently. That'll be Luke Derville.
Dr. Derville?
Yeah, he's gonna hypnotise me.
Evening. Tanya.
I hope you don't mind. I just thought I'd feel more comfortable with somebody else here.
Of course.
Hi. Sorry, I am confused. It's sleep therapy. You don't mind hanging around, do you?
Sure. I guess it'll take my mind off other stuff. You.
Shall we start then?
Where do you want me?
Perhaps if you lie on the couch.
Sweet.
Now, hypnotism is about clearing the mind and adjusting levels of consciousness.
And making her rip her clothes off and do laps around the hospital whenever she hears the word apple.
He doesn't really like those kind of jokes.
Sorry.
Okay, Tracy. Now, close your eyes and focus on nothing but my voice. Take a deep breath, and as you slowly let it out, begin to feel yourself relaxing.
Callum around?
No, he's at a meeting.
Which is why you're slacking off.
I'm not slacking off.
Kidding, Libby? Oh, you look like you could use a friendly ear.
My fiancé is a criminal.
Okay.
I always knew he wasn't above going to the White House for the odd thing. A cheap deal on a car, builders, or labour for the new bar. Just turns out it wasn't just the odd thing. He's much more involved with the gang than I thought. He doesn't get it, Chris. He doesn't realise how much it scares me.
Then you need to tell him.
Sure, again. I'll fit that in between the wedding plans and house buying.
So your future together is full steam ahead, despite how you feel.
Well, a few days ago, I was really happy. We'd found this gorgeous house. I was wearing a sparkly rock and gonna marry the man I love. Just didn't realise it was all being paid for with gang money. What do I do, Chris?
If you're not comfortable with it, then you walk away.
What about the house?
Hey, sure, it's tempting to take everything and turn a blind eye. But would you really be happy living like that? It's just my opinion, but I don't think you would.
Now, Tracy, I'm going to count back from 5, and when I reach 1, you will open your eyes and be fully conscious. Starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, and open your eyes, Tracy. 1. And there we have it.
All done. Mind if I bail?
Go for it. Thanks for coming round. So, what happens now?
You go to bed at the normal time, and hopefully the therapy will have been a success.
Really?
Don't worry, Tracy. The mental suggestions I implanted were very minor.
And you reckon this is gonna work?
I'm quietly confident. I'm looking forward to your feedback in the morning.
Well, wait, how much do I owe you?
Nothing. Hearing that it was a success will be payment enough. Sleep well.
Yeah. Right.
Somebody got into the pharmacy last night and cleared all the shelves of prescription-only drugs.
That's no good.
If I'm not dealing with the police wanting information, I'm fending off journalists.
Why are we interested?
It appears the thieves may have had a contact in the hospital. There's no forced entry.
Big news.
That's right.
But you still need to look after yourself.
Oh, it's just this ghastly flu that's going around. It's hardly fair with winter being over.
They're calling it a megalurgy.
I'm calling it a nuisance. I just want to get on. You here for Dr. Mackay?
That's right.
I'll ask him to come down.
What's going on?
Callum,
Someone robbed the pharmacy last night.
there's another two here.
Really?
Inside job, apparently.
Radio.
It's an inside job. Well, have they made any arrests?
No, unfortunately not. I wish they would, though. I don't like the thought of another criminal being on staff.
Just take a seat here, Helen.
All right, then. Let's have it. What are we up against?
Actually, Timothy's tests have shown something a little bit unexpected, and it's not good news, I'm sorry.
Come on, then.
His white cell count is up, and his full culture tests have shown the presence of HIV in his bloodstream.
HIV? You're telling me my son is HIV positive?
I'm afraid so, but I do need to tell you that...
This is just stupid. There's no way he could... Look, this is a mistake. Mistakes do happen. Results mixed up, or just a false positive.
I'm sorry, Helen. I will do another test immediately, but the chance that it's a mistake, it's minuscule.
But how? My blood's...
No, you're all clear.
I'm sorry, but I'm just not understanding this, Sarah. How? We know it's not sex or drugs.
Well, actually, I do have a theory. Which is that Timothy might have contracted the virus via contamination during surgery.
Surgery? You mean to tell me...
I'm so very sorry, Helen.
Yeah, one flat white.
Thank you.
Actually, could I bother you for a second?
Of course.
I believe you own shares in this Aspire.
Yes, I do.
Well, likewise.
Really?
Yes, really.
Sorry, I am just surprised that someone who isn't in the industry would invest in such a specialised medical field.
Oh, what can I say? I have faith in my business partner, Ethan.
Well, that faith has paid off. It's quite a nice little earner so far.
Yes, it is. But sadly, I need to cash up in order to buy my sweetheart a dream home. So I was wondering if you might be interested in taking my shares off my hands.
I could be. Why don't you drop round the office later this afternoon and we'll talk some numbers?
Great.
Hey.
Everything went according to plan then?
Yep.
Except the bit we can gets done.
Jeez, give it down, will you? They haven't made any arrests yet, but they're closing in.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey?
It's all crap and you just made it up to get that code off me.
No, Tanya. You don't know how much it meant to me you agreeing to help. It was huge.
Yeah, well, I didn't do it for you. I did it for everyone. All the innocent people who will be much safer when the Whitetails are history.
Of course.
Don't contact me again unless you've got some real news.
Good morning.
It is, eh?
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that my treatment was a success.
I only had the best night's sleep since I can't remember when.
Excellent. I'm very pleased to hear it.
Thank you so much, Luke.
You're welcome. And I'm happy to offer you a follow-up session should you need one.
Hiya.
Hi.
What?
Well, you're looking surprisingly refreshed for someone who was up so late.
Pardon?
The phone call, 1 a.m. Not that we don't appreciate the concern.
Sorry, what?
You called us, woke us up.
It wasn't me. I slept like a log all night.
Tracy, I spoke to you. Don't you remember? You wanted to make sure that we were going to fix the broken spring in the garden.
It's just...
Had you been drinking?
Of course not. I must have done it in my sleep.
How bizarre.
Yeah. I'm sorry to drag you over here.
No, you did the right thing.
Knock, knock. You want to see me?
Please shut the door. We've had a pretty serious post-op complication with one of your patients.
Timothy Carson.
Yes. Difficult surgery, but a good result, as I recall.
The surgery was successful, yes, but I've just diagnosed Timothy with HIV.
And it looks very much like the virus was passed via the implant. The bone material was contaminated, Ethan.
Come on. This is going to be one of the happiest days of your life. Buying our first home together.
Yeah, it is. Meant to be.
Maybe.
Well, I just can't stop thinking about how we're going to pay for it.
I don't want you to worry about that. Just leave it all up to me.
But I am, Kieran, I am worried. I can't be with someone I don't trust.
You can trust me.
I can't be with someone who mixes with gang members. I can't.
So what are you saying here?
I can't do it. The house, the wedding, any of it.
It's a bit of a big call, isn't it?
It's a call I should have made a long time ago.
Okay, I'll get out. I'll cut all ties, a total clean break.
I have heard all this before, Kieran.
Just give me a month or two. I promise that before we get married in February, I'll be 100% legitimate. I swear it.
Just need your signature, Olivia.
Thanks. Do you hear that? An easy signature.
But where's your name? It's only my name on the agreement.
Because I'm buying this house in your name. For you.
Kieran.
That's how much I trust you. That's my girl.